friends. Hello, everyone. God bless you on tonight. Welcome. My name is Penny, and welcome to tonight's Sunday live show. Hope that everyone is having a blessed and prosperous day. Friends, welcome. It's a blessing for you to be here. It's a blessing for me to be here on tonight. And I hope that everyone is just as excited as I am. I hope that y'all have had a blessed day. Friends, as always, I have had a busy day, but I take time tonight to come that we can learn some things on together. So welcome on tonight. It's a blessing, guys, to have you with me on tonight. And I pray that God bless everyone on tonight. How you doing tonight, Miss Stephanie? Oh, I see you changed your channel name. I'm just looking at it because I had to see who you are. Who are you? I like, who is this? Oh, that was Stephanie. Oh, that's neat. You're created, Miss Me, decorated on a budget. Amen. I like that. So that's nice. I like that on tonight. So we give God the glory. Amen. Amen. Yeah, so I come in like 7:45. So yeah, that's perfect because you got to play around with the lightings and I tried to put the light on tonight and the thing went off. I said, okay, lighting, don't play with me tonight. But God be the glory. How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we got Miss Stephanie here on tonight. We have Miss Denise. God bless you. Welcome. How are you doing tonight? No, ma'am, I did not forget, but I forget that I was trying to, every time I thought about it ever since Wednesday or Thursday, and I was going to get you to email you, but then I worked last night and I remembered again this morning. So I didn't forget. So that's fine. You can still come on because I know you want to do some YouTube shorts tonight, and that'll be perfect. That'll be perfect. Like I said, I can just change some things around a little bit, but no, that'll be perfect on tonight. So God is good. So guys, I want to ask everyone, y'all can hear me good on tonight. The sounds good because I got on this earpiece, but I got to connect the piece to my computer. I didn't do it yet, but to God be the glory. And so Miss Denise, we're gonna have Miss Denise with us on tonight, and later on I will change the thumbnail around because I didn't see the email until about a few minutes later. So we'll change that and we'll add her on that on tonight. What I'm going to do, yeah, I'm gonna send you a link real quick. Give me a minute. Let's see now. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out. I'm looking at my phone and see how I send you a link from the phone. So that's why I'm about to send you a link. How you doing, Miss Lorna? Miss Darcy, God bless you. Welcome on tonight. Just give me a minute. Sometimes when I look at this thing, it does have guests, invite guests. Okay, here I go. Miss Denise, I'm going to put it in the comment section and then I'll take it out. So I'm gonna put it there. Give me 1 second. Post okay, there you go. I didn't have my post comment up. Okay, give me the thing back. Party. Okay, more post comment and paste. Okay, why do you don't want to paste? I'll tell you what. Just give me a minute, guys. I'm just trying to send you the link. Because I have done it before on this phone. I just haven't done it in a while. So just give me a minute. Okay, there you go. Oh, I was hitting the wrong spot. Okay, there's the link, Miss Denise. And Mr. Darcy, when she get on, can you take that out the chat for me when you get a chance? And just hit that link for me. How you doing, Mr. Smith, elder husband? I call him elder husband, but Elder Smith today, that's my husband. God bless you. Did you see the chat, Miss Denise? It's the link is in the chat, and then when you pick up the chat, I'll move it. So guys, on tonight, like I said, we're gonna have a little change of plan a little bit here, and I'll still, give you a few things that I talk about, on why we're not getting views, but we're just gonna touch on a few things. But tonight we're gonna have Miss Denise Jordan, and a lot of you familiar with her, and she started this YouTube live tips, and she gave us great motivation, and she's still going on doing her channel, but just not doing the YouTube tips anymore. So she's backstage, guys, on tonight. So let me get her up here. So 1 second. Good evening, Miss Denise. How you doing? How you doing, Miss Denise? Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Good. I'm glad. Yes, I did remember. Like I said, I apologize. I got so busy. I meant to email you. So
Okay,
guys,
I prepared for it. So
oh no, that's good. That's perfect. So guys, can y'all hear us tonight on the chat? Can everyone hear us? Because we don't want to be talking and y'all can't hear us. Elder Smith, my husband, you still on? Can you hear us tonight? I'm gonna take a little yes, okay. Thank you, Lorna Decor. God bless you. She said, yes, we can hear us. So on tonight, Miss Denise wanted to share some things with us about the shorts. And before she do that, I just want once again want y'all to know that her channel, like I said too, is called, I always say it backwards now, so let me get it right. It's always on your thing. Denise Jordan. It's this and that with Denise Jordan. Did I say it right? Okay.
that's correct. This
Because
and that
sometimes
with Denise Jordan.
okay, because sometimes I'll say it backwards, but that's what it is. And so Ms. Denise, once again, tell us what your channel is about. And she's gonna share y'all some tips tonight, but she's gonna tell us what her channel is about tonight.
Well, my channel is about homemaking. I teach traditional homemaking for today's homemaker, even though all homemakers aren't necessarily traditional today. I teach them those skills that they need: cooking, cleaning, laundry, gardening, crafting, canning, those things that homemakers need to make and keep a home.
Okay. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Now, Miss Darcy, you say you hear echo. I put my computer on mute. Maybe that's what it was. Is the echo still there? Because I can't hear it. I don't hear echo.
I don't hear one either.
Yeah, so I don't. It sounds. Be honest with you, it sounds really good. It sounds even on camera. It looks real good because I'm looking at it on my computer. It looks real good. So I'm gonna tell y'all like they tell us in church. Y'all take all mistakes for love, right? Okay, so we're gonna allow Miss Denise. She's gonna talk about some shorts. And guys, I'm telling you, when she get through, I'll talk about some things too. So we're gonna switch some things around tonight. And like I said, I'll redo the thumbnail and everything and so we'll make sure what's on the live is what's on the live because we don't want to give them the wrong information. So we'll change things tonight, okay? So Miss Denise, because you can go ahead and start,
Okay.
however you plan to. I know you got a plan tonight. I know you already got it written down. So I'm gonna make sure I have my notes tonight so I can be writing things down too. So guys, you got get some paper and pen, take some notes.
Well, Penny, here's the thing. Since we were talking about YouTube Shorts, and it is so hard for me to just be able to talk about it and then like show my phone and hold my phone up to the camera and
Yes.
do that kind of thing. So what I did was I actually created a video to show you all the different parts. So is it okay for me to share my screen?
Oh yes, definitely.
Okay. So
whatever makes it easy for you.
okay. So let me try to share my screen then.
because you are right. It is too difficult to be holding it up and the lighting, and you can't see nothing at it.
Right. So can you see the screen okay, Penny?
It's not up yet. I don't see it yet.
I have it up for sharing. So did you give me permission to share?
Um, where does it? Where would it say that you? Usually, I thought it did it. No, tell me
Uh,
nothing. I'm looking. I'm looking. I'm looking. Okay, let me look and see if it's private.
like down there at the bottom, you can see, I can see where there's another screen in the middle. You probably need to make that part of the
Okay, okay. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, 1 second. Let me change that. The layout. I probably need to change. So you need like a
you need to
three.
make that part of the show, I think. Like just where you hit
Maybe
the
the three
key.
one. Is that the one right there? Or no?
There's
Which?
one
Oh,
with me with the blue dress on.
okay, hold on. Let me check this. Okay, let me find the layout that you need. Cause
The layout
okay.
is fine. I just need you to be able to see it. Like this is the screen that I'm sharing. Can you see it?
No, because that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to change the layout. So maybe it'll come up on the third screen. But one time before, that's how you did it. I remember when you did it. So that the layout was a little different when we did it. Okay, wait a minute. Now that's a double layout. Now share your screen again. Let me see something. Take it, go back and do it again because it should. It's not coming.
Wait a minute. Let me try it again. Okay, so I'm going to share screen,
Mm-hmm.
share screen. This is what I want to share.
So like it should have done it, but you know what it is? And I said maybe what it is. I am on the phone. Maybe that's what's blocking it. Because I'm on the iPhone, and that might be what's blocking it. Because don't you have to probably be on the computer?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, okay. Because like it should do it on the phone too, though.
Yeah, it should. I mean,
Yeah, because we have done it before on the phone, and I know we
yeah,
have.
we've shared the screen before. So when I go back to the StreamYard, when I'm
Okay, wait a minute.
looking,
I see what it is. I see what it is. I see what it is. I see what it is, Denise. I had to
there you
add
go.
it there. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, I see now. Okay. Is that the best layout right there? Okay, that's what it was. Okay,
That's
help us
fine.
out. Okay. I haven't used that in a minute, so I had to figure this thing out. Okay.
Okay. Now, is there a way to get that big subscribe for more off of there, or is that part of the
Well,
screen?
see, yeah, that hold up. That's part of. Let me see. I should be able to move it. Give me 1 minute. Let me change the post layout. Not that one. Not that one. I
Sorry,
should.
guys.
Sorry, yeah, just give us a minute. Give us a minute. Because it should no.
Now Penny's gone.
Give me a minute. I should be able to move it. Give me a minute. I can do it on my computer. Give me 1 second. And you should be able to see a little bit better. I can enter it in. Yeah, just give us a minute, guys. We just got to straighten up
Yeah,
something.
I just thought, guys, I just thought it would be better if I had the video for you rather than try to hold up my phone and walk you through it.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm doing
Yeah.
on the video is showing you my entire process, step by step, how to create a YouTube short. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and get started. And I'm just going to go ahead and play the video. And then after we get through a certain part, I'll pause it and then I can take questions. And then after the
Okay.
questions, I'll start it again. And then I'll pause it again. And then we can take questions at the end. How is that, Penny?
Yes. Yes. That sounds perfect.
Okay, I'll go ahead and start the video then. I think.
Tell them after all that we done, we knew you were gonna play
So
for us tonight.
what is the problem now? I've never.
Yeah, you usually play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me stop it for a second and let me just try to set it up again.
Yeah. It's just one of those things. Okay.
Share tab audio.
Okay.
Are you able to see and hear, Penny?
Yeah, I can see and hear you. Hmm.
Can they see the video?
Hold on.
Can
Okay.
you see the video? If you can see the video, they can see the video.
Okay, it's there. So
Me to
would it be able
show
to play
like
now?
a little bit
Is it
about
playing?
YouTube Shorts. And
I
you
hear
can use
something
the
playing.
same
Yes, it's playing now.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play it.
process that I'm going to show you for YouTube Shorts to shoot your Instagram or TikTok videos.
Okay.
So is everybody able to see that okay? Because I can't see any comments or anything. I can only see the video.
Yeah, I can see it. How you doing, Miss Marlene? Yes, I can see it.
And everyone else can see it?
Can everyone else see it? Can everybody see it tonight, the video? I can see it on the screen and the computer, so
What about our guests?
can y'all everyone, your guests, everyone on live tonight, can y'all see it? Wait for them to respond. Okay, Miss Marlene says she said I can see it. Thank
Okay,
you.
I'm going to go ahead and get back started then.
So this is
Mm-hmm.
what I do. I'm not saying this is the only way. I'm not saying it's the best way, but it's
Mm-hmm.
my way, and it helps me get things done with a minimum of time. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you my setup here in the kitchen. And the kitchen is where I shoot most of my shorts, simply because, first of all, it's easy to have the counter clean and smooth. I can get the camera where I need it to be and see what I need to see. And then I can set things up here if I need to get close-ups or whatever. So one of the things that I use is this. This is what I use to put my phone on, and then I've got a box and a box down there, and I will set this on top of the box, and then I'll set my phone to video. Make sure the video is facing me, even though I hear that the rear-facing camera is better, and I will put it in this device. And depending upon what I'm shooting will determine how high or how low the apparatus is. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to freeze sage. So I'm going to start with a really quick opener, and then I'm going to stop. I'm going to clip some real quick so that I can have some to hold in the opener. So I went out and picked some real quick, so now I'm going to start the video. I'm going to turn the camera on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll make sure that it's in good position. And now I'm going to get started. Got too much sage growing in your garden? Well, let's freeze some, and then you can have fresh sage all year long. So that's going to be my opener. So now I'm going to take my camera outside and I'm going to set it up so that you can see where my sage garden is, and I will clip some then.
Oh, that's what that is.
Now you might have heard when I went outside, my neighbor was cutting his grass and then trimming his lawn or whatever. So I had to go back out when it was a little bit quieter to film step number 1, which was to harvest it. So I'm going to film it in individual steps. So step number 1 was to harvest it. Step number 2 will be to give it a gentle rinse. Step number 3 will be pat it dry. And step number 4 will be put it in freezer bags and freeze it. So I'm going to do each of those individually, and I will turn the camera on and off each time. That just cuts down on the amount of editing that I have to do. I can only do what I can do. So I can edit a little bit in my software on my phone, but you can also pull it into the YouTube app and you can do some trimming there as well. So let me show you. I'm going to get the phone set up over here by the sink. Use my very expensive tool, which is a box, and I can get it set up here and aim it down at the sink. And now I'm ready for step number 2, which is to rinse. So I'll turn the video on. Step number 2 is give it a gentle rinse. So my right hand was in the way, so I'm going to repeat it again and use my left hand. And I'll turn this around and try to get the best angle. Step number 2 is give it a gentle rinse. And I'll turn that off. Now step 3 is going to be to pat it dry. So I'm going to grab a towel real quick and I'll lay it out here so that when the camera comes, I'll already have the towel in place. So I'll lay out my flour sack towel. I'll get my camera in position. Move in my box. Get the camera where it needs to be. And then I'll give step number 3. Step number 3 is lay it out. And they can see me laying it out on the camera and pat it dry. So you can see here where I pat it dry. You can see right in the camera right there. So it's been pat dry. And I'll flip it over, and they don't have to see that. They just know I'm going to pat it dry. Now, let me get this up so you can see me. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is remove the stems, and I'll show that on camera. So I'll remove the stems. Let me just see if I can get it where you can see me doing that. Next, I'll remove the stems. So just that quick, I removed the stems. That's all they needed to see. And I'll turn you off while I get this done. You don't want to watch me do all of that. So the next step is to put it in the freezer bag. So I've got the bags already marked and ready to go so that I can do it quickly. So I'll turn the camera on and then I'll save my lives.
Okay.
Pack it into freezer bags. And then I'll seal it. So I'll turn that off, and that only took about 3 or 4 seconds. So I'll turn the camera so that it can see what I'm doing next. So I've already said pack it into freezer bags. Vacuum seal.
One of those.
And I'm waiting for that to happen, but I've already turned that off. And now you'll have fresh sage all year long. And if you don't have a vacuum sealer, it's okay. You can use regular freezer bags.
Okay.
So I'm only going to show the one, and then I'll wrap it up. Subscribe for more. Now I've shot all the different pieces of it. So let me show you what I do next.
Okay.
Okay, so now if you guys have any questions, this is a good time to ask. You guys saw the filming process, and I shoot it in individual pieces because
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to scrub through and do all that editing. So does anybody have any
Yeah.
questions about that?
Yeah, I'm gonna be the first one, guys. Yeah, because that's what I was gonna ask you is that do you do it in clips, in small sections? And how do you edit it? Do you edit it on your, your editing
I'm going to
tool
show
on
that
your
next.
phone? Huh?
I'm going to show that next. I've got that on the
Oh,
video.
okay. I went too fast. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no, that's okay. But does
Okay.
anyone have any questions about the filming process? You saw how
Oh
many
no.
times I had to move the camera, that kind of thing. It
Mm-hmm.
does take a while to move it. And you saw that
Yeah.
some of those clips were very short. Like when I just held my hand out like that to show it, that was just a second or 2 or 3 seconds, but it doesn't take very long.
Okay. Yes. Yes. And that's what you did. That's what how you do your shorts at first. You just do small clips and just move the camera around, right? So
Right.
that's what you say. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
And
Yes.
Marlene wants to know if my camera is front facing. And yes, so you can see the way I've got the camera. I've got the front facing camera turned on.
Yeah.
So
It's
it's
vertical. Yeah.
facing me like
Yeah.
this.
Yes. Yes. It's front facing. And you have to when you do those shorts, it has to be vertical, right? It's
Right.
better to
They
have
have to
it.
be vertical. That's why I shoot them with the phone. I don't do them on my computer. So I have to do all my editing on the phone because then you upload them to YouTube or
It's more
Instagram
easier.
from your phone. Now, Stephanie, who has mad computer skills, might be able
Yeah.
to sort that out, but I can't. So I have to keep it as simple as possible, which is why I do the short clips. So then I can just trim the clips and just smoosh them together in YouTube. Is there another question?
No, but I just think it's easier. I think it's easier to do it on the phone because it's faster with the clips. To me, I don't know about nobody else, but I think it's easier.
Yeah. So now, Darcy asks, is there a difference in the position of the phone, vertical or horizontal? I always do vertical.
Yeah.
Horizontal is going to give you a wider screen. And for
Yeah.
YouTube Shorts, you want to have a narrow screen. Like Penny's screen is vertical. That's how you
Yes.
want it to look. So that's how I had my camera set up. I have it set up that way.
Hmm. And vertical is better for the YouTube shorts anyway. So
Right, right. Vertical has to be you that well, I shouldn't say has to be. I don't know how to edit them if they're in horizontal to get them to the right parameters. I don't know how to do that. So I have to keep it as easy and as simple for me. So Marlene, if your front facing images look a bit
mm,
distorted, then you might need to do your back facing camera. Do you have an iPhone? Because they do say with the iPhones that the back facing camera
yeah.
is the best. The rear facing camera is the best. But when you have the rear facing camera, can you see everything? The important things that you can see what it is that you're doing.
Yes. Yes.
So Stephanie says that some of the
This is easier on the
um,
phone.
some software has a button that can make the software for you. Stephanie, I
Yeah.
haven't learned how to do that yet.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to do that on one of your shows. But that's the next thing I want to learn how to do.
Hmm. Oh, you have an Android. Okay, yeah. Android, yeah. The iPhone does it plays it it does it real clear. I don't know too much about Androids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I'll go ahead and then get back to business. So I'm going to go ahead and
Hmm.
share the screen again, and you let me know if everything is okay.
Okay. Let me
Can you see
get
the
it.
screen?
Yeah. Let me
Okay.
see if it is it there. Okay. There it goes.
I'll go to photos and you can see where I've got all those clips and
So here I'm talking about editing.
pictures and things in here.
Hmm.
So I'll find the first one that I started with, which was right here. Now turn it on.
And now I'm going to get started. Got too much sage in your garden? Let's freeze it to preserve it.
So that could have been a pretty good thumbnail.
Got too much sage growing in your garden? Well, let's harvest it and
Notice the edit button. So I'll tap the edit button and then I'll play it.
got too much sage growing in your garden?
So I know I want it about down there.
Our garden. Too much sage growing.
So when you turn your phone on, the editing software, you can move this clip back and forth like that to trim it to where you want it. So I'm going to trim this about to there. We'll see.
Got too much sage growing in your garden? Well, let's freeze it, and that's a way to preserve it.
So that one's not good. I'll move it down a little more.
Got too much sage growing in your garden? Well, let's harvest it and
Still not good.
Got too much sage growing in your garden? Well, let's freeze some, and then you can have fresh sage all year long.
I cut off the long. Let's try it again.
Got too much sage growing in your garden? Well, let's freeze some, and then you can have fresh sage all year long.
So I'm going to mark done. Save this video as a new clip. And then we'll play it.
Got too much sage growing in your garden? Well, let's freeze some, and then you can have fresh sage all year long.
Now that little extra hand movement there, I can trim that out when I pull it into YouTube. So let's go to clip number 2. Click edit. Play.
Step number 1 is to harvest it. One is to harvest it. Step number one is to harvest it.
And I'll pull it right there.
Step number 1 is to harvest it.
Done. Save video.
Step number 2.
Edit.
2 is to give it a gentle rinse. Step number 2 is give it a gentle rinse.
Done. Save video as new clip, just in case I want to use some of that other.
Step number 3, lay it out. Step number 3 is lay it out. Step number 3 is lay it out.
I'm going to mark it done. Save video as new clip so that I can get the rest of it later.
And pat it dry.
So there's that piece.
Next, I'll remove the stems. Next, I'll remove the stems.
And you see, that's just a little bit. Just remove the stems. Done.
Vacuum seal. Vacuum seal. And now you'll have fresh sage all year long. And if you don't have a vacuum sealer, it's okay. You can use regular grease bags.
Done. Say video.
Subscribe for more.
Mm-hmm.
And that piece.
Subscribe for more.
Done.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Okay, let me.
That's awesome.
Okay, what questions do we have now?
Any questions, guys? No questions? No?
So I see Darcy put a note in here and she says Penny did a recent video on how to change the thumbnail on shorts. Oh, Penny, I didn't know that. I heard you talk about it, but I didn't know you had done the video, and I couldn't find the little pencil you talked about at first. So I did find it when I tried to do it later, and I did bring it up here, so I've got it here.
Oh, you did found it? Oh, okay.
I did find it. So Darcy wants to know, can I go over how to add the clips together again? So what I did was I just took each of the clips, and they're not added together yet. They haven't been pulled into YouTube, but what I did was edit the clips. And so I just went back into my phone where I actually took the videos, and let me just back it up for a second. And
I think what she's trying to understand is that what she's doing is editing her clip in the YouTube short video thing, and it's going to all come together when she get through.
I'm going to stop sharing for a second and then share again. And back it up.
Mm-hmm. Is it back? Let me see. Okay.
So Darcy, right here, I'm in my editing software on my phone. So if you look here,
Let's freeze some, and then you can have fresh sage all year long.
I cut off the long. So what I'm doing is I'm trimming in my editing software. So if you look right here where I say editing button, let me back it up for a second. Thumbnail. If you see this button right here says edit, because just when you open your phone and you pull up a video, this is what you'll see. And then it'll have some data that can ask you, do you want to edit, or what do you want to do? And so if you click right there, it says edit. And so I'm going to tap that edit button.
Got too much sage growing in your garden? Well, let's harvest it. And
so now when I tap the edit button, look how the screen changes. And then you can see your trim feature right there. And everybody's phone will have that in some way. Tap the edit button and then they'll play it.
got too much sage growing in your garden?
So I know I want it about down there.
Garden.
Work like that to trim it. And you see how it shows up yellow now when it's in the trim function when I start moving the clip back and forth. So I can move it where I need it. I'm going to trim this about to there. We'll see. I'm going to mute it for a second just so I can talk over it. So I clicked the edit button and I turned it on to play. Now that I want to try to move the trim line here and there, and notice the trim line shows up yellow, and I can move it back and forward to where it is I need it to be. Okay, so what's the next question? I don't want to get this off the screen and mess things up. So what's the next question?
What's the next question, guys? When you tap edit on the Android, it shows a pair of scissors. Okay. So Miss Darcy, you got an Android phone or iPhone?
So if it shows up a pair of scissors, that means trim or clip. So you'll need to learn how to trim and clip with the scissors. So you'll want to tap the scissors and then see if the trim feature allows you to move it back and forward like that. I can only
Yeah.
show you how I do it, but there's a way. If it's got a trim feature, the scissors, you should be able to cut some off the front and cut some off the end. I don't know how to cut anything in the middle, but you should be able to cut a little bit off the beginning and a little bit at the end of each clip. And I've done that on each of the 6 clips that we're using.
So she's got an iPhone, so her phone should operate like yours. Because mine the iPhone, yours an iPhone, so.
So if Darcy's got an iPhone, hers should do the same thing. It should show like right there, it says edit. And then here's the play button. Well, no, here's the play button there. And then, so if you tap the edit button, when you tap the edit button, then you can do the trimming. And so when I first moved it, I was just moving the scrub line. But now when it turns yellow, I'm activating the trim function. And Android will have a similar feature. You just have to figure out where it is. Next question.
Anyone have another question?
Okay, I'll go ahead and move ahead then. Let's see, we should be about right. Let's see, are we here? I think we're still in the, okay, so that's where we were. Finished up that part in the
Done.
phone. Now we're going to actually pull it into YouTube and edit there. Oh, and my husband is doing something behind me. I don't know what he's doing. He's watching something, so I apologize. This doesn't last the whole piece, but it is there for a minute, so just try to bear with me. But notice I've already gone into YouTube Shorts where you click that little button that says create YouTube short. So I've already clipped that. And so follow along here. Oh, there's something that I must have trimmed off. Right here where you see where it says 60, right there, you'll want to tap that. It comes up, it says 15 when you first go into create a short. You want to tap that 15 and it'll turn to 60 and it'll give you 60 seconds for your short. And even if you're going to do a 15 or 20-second short, I encourage you to start with 60 because you can always trim it down to wherever you want it to be. But if you start with 15 and then you need, say, 18, you can't go over very easily. So when you tap that button, when it comes on, type that 15 to 60, and then click the button here, which is the video button, so you can start adding it. And this button over here, you can start adding in clips. And I'm going to find a clip to add.
Got too much sage growing in your garden? Well, let's freeze some, and then you can have fresh sage from here.
Now, Darcy, this is where you would actually pull the clips in and smoosh them together. And what I want you guys to notice is the timeline up here. This is your 60 seconds. So when you pull a clip in, it occupies a space here. So you can see how much space you've got left by the fact that it's dark. And then as you trim this down, then you'll free up space here. And notice you've got the same trim function in YouTube that I had on my iPhone. And you can pull it forward and backward. So those of you that have an Android, if you can't figure out how to do that in your phone, just go ahead and pull it in here in the YouTube Shorts function, and you've got the same scrubbing, the same trim feature here.
Okay.
Notice the timeline.
Not too much sage, not too much sage, not too much sage grown in your garden. Well, let's freeze some, and then you can have fresh sage from here.
And you can trim even tighter here in the YouTube app than you could over on in your phone. So now we're going to pull in the next clip. So this is your add clip button right here. So after you do tap done, then it comes up like this. And here's your little timeline. Here's your add button. And so clip that add. So now I can look at the different clips.
Step number 1 is to harvest. Step number 1 is to harvest. Step number 1 is to harvest.
That one was done. I liked it where it was. So now I'm going to add another clip. So again, here's your add clip. And notice now we've got 2 clips in here. Looking for the clip. Notice now we've got 3 clips in there.
Step number 2 is giving a gentle rinse.
Now notice you can trim it from the front and you can trim it from the back. I don't know how to trim it any other way, so this is simple for me.
Step number 2 is giving a gentle rinse.
And notice how this shrinks in. When I trim it here, then this also, this is clip 3, it shrinks in as well.
Step number 2 is giving a gentle rinse. Step number 2 is giving a gentle.
Now what I want you to see is how I've gone to the YouTube studio and I pulled up the YouTube short, and I'm able to tap here on add an image, and I can tap there and add whatever I want. Now let's say I don't like that and I want to get rid of it, then I just tap back. Now notice I tapped back, it took that image out and gave me the option to choose another one. And that takes that out. So I'll just do that until I've got all of the clips added that I want. I've got the short to where I want it to be, so now I'm going to add some text.
And pat it dry. Next.
Now notice up here where it says next, I've got all my clips pulled in, and look here at the bottom. Find the text button down here.
Put them in a freezer bag.
Right on there what you want.
All year long. Step number 1 is to harvest it. Step number 2 is giving a gentle rinse. Step number 3 is lay it out. Bag.
Next, now that it's all the way we want it, now this is important. If you want to change the image or the thumbnail, now this is the image that I'm liking right here, so I think I want to keep that one, but I'm going to tap that little edit button just in case. You got to type that little edit pencil now, because if you're going to change the thumbnail, this is your only time to do it. And you've got this image is the first one, or you can move it along to where you want it. So now I've gone into YouTube Studio. So the short has been uploaded. Now I'm into YouTube Studio. And in YouTube Studio, I'm going to put in a title, which is going to be How to Freeze Sage. And correct that spelling. I can put in the description now or later, but it's scheduled for July 28th at 10 a.m. The next thing you want to be sure to do is to set your visibility, and you can either have it public, unlisted, or private, or you can schedule it. To schedule it, just tap schedule, drop down to the date that you want. Okay, set the time you want. Be sure to put in the PM or the AM. Say okay. Now your event is scheduled, and then go back. And so now it's scheduled for July 28th at 2 o'clock. And then you can also change that at any time. Not made for kids, not put it in a playlist. Tag products, and I can do that. I can tag my Apron Diva store. Going to apply that. And then I'm going to tag the apron that I had on in that video, which is this one. So now I'm done. And this is all I need to do other than add the description. And then in this short, I'm showing how to preserve your excess sage so you can have fresh sage all year long, which has just made me think to change that title, and I'm going to change it to how to have fresh sage all year long. And then so there's my description, there's the date, it's going to be, and save. And we can take a look at it. Got too much sage growing in your garden? Well, let's freeze some, and then you can have fresh sage all year long. Step number 1 is to harvest it. Okay, so now that's done. Now here's the thing, something that's really important. When you want to change that thumbnail, you want to make sure that you change it with the little pencil when you are uploading it, when you're in the editing phase, because once you publish it, you cannot change it. So make sure you change it before it is saved. Let's say I want to make sure that I get a good image. I have to have that image on the clip so that I can capture it. So I could like grab some sage or something like that and and just capture some still images of myself like this on video. And then when I'm doing my editing, I would pull in just a little bit of that at the very beginning of the clip, or maybe somewhere at the end of the clip. Then when I have the option to choose a thumbnail, that single image is in there. Otherwise, I got to take what's already in the clip. So let's just say we'll grab this one. I'm going to show you how to hand wash a baseball cap. You want to get the voice out, click edit. And now you're editing the video. If you look right here, there's that little yellow voice sign. Tap that. And now the voice is gone. So if you need to do a voiceover, you've got a video. You see the motions, but you don't hear anything. All right. Questions. So now that is the end of the video. I thought that was pretty much all that you got, that I should try to share tonight about YouTube Shorts.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Yeah, that was good, Miss Denise. That was real good.
Thank you. So Darcy, where you at? How you doing?
Yeah, I was telling her just try to, play with it. Just you got to keep playing with it so you can figure it out.
Hmm. You really do have to play with it. You just have to play with it and play with going back and forth along the trim line to trim it to where you want, and then just
Mm-hmm.
buy a couple. And you can even try some and put them up unlisted or put them up private. They don't have to be seen right now. You're just practicing, so you can pull them in and then see how they look. You like them, you can make them public.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like them, delete them and start over.
Mm-hmm. That's so true. So, Ms. Nix, I'll ask you a question. So, how long do you put? Where should your YouTube shorts be at? 'Cause at first they used to say, you need to make them 12 seconds, 15 seconds. So, where are we at now? And
I
how long they
think
should be?
from what I've seen most recently, they still say that 15 seconds is best, but certainly under 40 seconds. But sometimes, depending upon what I'm talking about, sometimes mine are just longer. And if
Yeah.
you're doing a tutorial on how to do something, sometimes they're longer. So I don't worry about it, but I try not to go over 58 seconds. So I have them anywhere
Yeah.
from 12 seconds to 58 seconds, just depending on what the topic is.
It's
Like
just a
when I'm
bit.
doing like how to do the sage, I think that one was 58 seconds when I got it all done,
Okay.
because it was a step by step how to do that, how to hand wash the baseball caps.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That one is, well, I can't tell how many seconds it is from here. Oh, 56 seconds. So mine tend to be a little longer, especially if
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the laundry lab or something like that. But if I'm doing a listicle, which is just a list of maybe 5 things or something like that, then those tend to be shorter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So so even with the YouTube shorts, we can still leave like a call to action, right? But I believe it has to be at least 20 seconds to do it.
You can, and you saw on the one that I just did, I said, follow me for more. So, no, I
Yeah.
said subscribe for more. So
There
on
you
that
go.
particular video, I do plan to put it on Instagram. So I filmed 2 calls to action. One says subscribe for more, and then
Mm-hmm.
one says follow me for more. So when I put it on Instagram, I'll use the
I
one that
got you.
says follow me for more. And I can
And
use
you
the same one on TikTok.
Okay, and you also can use your when it's 20 seconds, I found out about the YouTube, you can use your little end screens or the icons. You can put, but it have to be 20 seconds or more into order to use that. Now I don't use the end screen because it seems like it covers stuff. I use the little what's the other one? The icon one that you can tap on the thing. I'll put that up there too.
I try not to put anything up on the shorts just because I want people to watch the next short. So
Hmm.
I'm not good about that yet because, I'm still kind of new at shorts myself. I figured out a
Oh
system
yeah.
that works for me, but I am by
Hmm.
no means like a whiz yet. I just figured out what
Oh
works.
yeah, I know. Yeah, we're still learning about this YouTube Shorts, but I just learned. Sometimes I don't put the end screen because I don't want it to cover the end because we when we have only a few seconds or 20 seconds, you want to get everything in, and sometimes I found out they're cover. But if you go to 20 seconds or more, you can put up an end screen or that little icon. But I would rather use the icon if I'm gonna use it. But like you said, but you still can leave a call to action,
Mhm.
subscribe for more, things like that. So one thing I want to ask you, where did you get that stand from? Do you have a link to it? Because I know how about y'all? Y'all need a stand?
I have a link in my on my channel for it. It's
Okay.
called a hover duo is what it's called. A hover duo. Here, I'll grab the box and show you. My sister Mickey Blue Skies gives the best presents, and she gave me this
Oh, that's a
for
blessing.
Christmas or for my birthday. But it's called a
Okay.
hover bar duo.
A hover. It's
A
HOI.
hover
Okay.
bar duo. And it's wonderful because, like you see this one, it has an iPad on it.
Yes.
So I can work. I can put my iPhone and my iPad on it. So the way it works, the little grab bars there, I put the phone in this way, but when my iPad is in it, I can turn it this way.
I
And
got you.
there's like a little hinge back here in the back that you can turn it depending upon the way you need it to go. So it's really quite
Okay.
nice.
So with that one, you can also use your iPad with it.
Yeah, I can use my iPad on
Oh,
this.
okay.
And I'm
Oh, that's
sorry I
neat.
didn't think to bring it upstairs. I just have the box because I keep it in the closet, the box in the closet, but I keep the hover bar downstairs, which is why I tend to use it.
Oh, okay. And I like that when when you use it, you made your little box and you made it fit, the
Well,
height
I have
that you
such
needed.
high
So
tech
you
equipment,
work it. Yeah, yeah, that was
like I
good.
have a little bar stool, and on top of the bar stool, I have the box, and then I have the hover bar on top of the box.
Okay,
So,
okay.
yeah, to get it up to where I need it to be. So you could see the box, but you didn't see the bar stool
No,
underneath.
you didn't see it. No, you
Oh,
couldn't see
it
it.
was
No.
high tech.
Oh yeah, that's good. No, that's good though, because
Mhm,
you working that thing, but that's good though because you
mhm.
making it fit, where you at with that sink. Because most of the time, like I have this little iPhone stand, and it's not convenient sometimes when you to the sink because the legs be in the way.
Well,
So
and I have this little stand too, but see, this one isn't worth a hill of beans when I'm trying to film. It's
oh,
nice
okay.
when I just need to, if you just need to sit your iPhone or your iPad on it, it works fine for that. But the thing about this hover bar, you saw that I could lean it forward and it
Yeah, it's
puts
more
the phone,
movement.
and the
It's
phone doesn't fall out or anything like that.
yeah, it's
One
flex.
time
It's got
I
more
was
flex
trying to
to it.
film, I was trying to film some grits or something, and I had my iPad on something else, the girl dropped the iPad in the pot of grits. I was like, oh Lord, you
Yeah,
should have
that
seen me
happened though.
trying to
I know
clean
that's
that
the
thing
truth.
up. So
Oh
this
my
keeps
God.
it pretty tight.
Okay, okay. Well, I tell you, it's great tips. Like I said too, I'm like you. I'm still learning. So every
Mhm,
little tips, help. And I'm learning more because the last time when you came and you was talking about editing inside with, on your phone with the YouTube shorts,
mhm.
and I started doing it, and now I'm getting better with it because before I used to. Be honest with you, I used to go on my little iMovie phone and I just let it cut it when it get in YouTube shorts because I said, man, this
Mhm.
thing it was confusing, but it does work if you clip it. It does. That's
Works a
what I
lot
do.
better if you clip it. And if you have one of those pens that have a stylus on the end, they are so helpful. See
What
the
is
little tip there?
that? Oh,
They are so helpful because they really help you move the cursor back and forth or the scrub line back and forth. I mean, so many people have these things. They were giving them away like crazy years ago. And
yeah.
they're really good when you need to move that scrub line.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's some good. Like I said, some good tips, and we truly appreciate it. And like I said, it was best that you did do the video, and I changed the information because so it'll fit what's going on tonight.
Oh, okay.
Now,
And
yeah.
then
So
on your channel, when people come back to look at the replay, it's on there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's on there. So that's a blessing. Okay, I enjoyed it. Anyone else have any more questions? Now's the time to ask, guys.
Hmm.
Now's the time to ask. And remember, she said try to do something within your video that you could, take a thumbnail that you want to put up. You can add it in your video while you're doing it.
And I tried to do that. I was going to try to do it on film, but I thought, no, that's too much. I thought that's not what everybody's trying to do. But if you do that, you want to make sure that if you're going to pull a clip in with the thumbnail and take the image from it, make sure you mute the sound before you pull it in. Because once you
Yeah,
say, follow me for more or subscribe for more, and then that thumbnail clip shows up because you got to have it in there somewhere so you can use it. You don't want any more sound so they think it's something else for them to look at.
yeah,
You want them to
yeah.
be
That's true.
done when you say subscribe for more. But if it's in there when you're editing the thumbnail, you can choose it if you need to.
Okay, okay, okay. Well, that sounds good, guys. So, does anyone else have anything else in the live? Because we didn't know that it's so much good information, and guys, you always can go back and watch the replay play, because, like I said, you're gonna have to play with it,
Mhm.
and in order to understand it, and watch, get some more videos. There's so much videos, so much educational videos. Keep watching it, keep doing. But if anything else, you want to share with us, Miss Denise?
No, I think I think I shared everything about shorts that we wanted to talk that I could
Yeah,
think of. So
yeah. So we like we said, we're still learning. We're not YouTube professionals, but we're learning. And as we learn with this, guys, we love to share things with you. And I truly thank you once again, Miss Denise. And I apologize that I meant to text you earlier this week, and I just kept getting busy and kept, you remember something, you
I
forget. I
just
said,
did it on the
oh,
calendar. So I just, as you
so
can see, I just went ahead and prepared for it because I had
yeah, yeah, that was perfect.
I
Yes,
was doing.
yes, 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 yes. Because a lot of times I work with my patients, and then sometimes I work 24 hours, and then they don't have no internet. But hopefully now I'm getting the internet back over there, so I can do things when I'm around there and to their house and stuff. But nevertheless, we Wi-Fi. I always tell people we the Wi-Fi generation, so we
Mhm,
need our Wi-Fi. But thank y'all so much tonight, everyone that's on the live tonight. Now, don't forget to go back and check out Miss Denise. She always doing a lot of things dealing with the home, whether it's cooking, cleaning, organizing, showing us how to keep those white clothes white. And guys, she's showing us them sage, okay? And Miss Denise, I just said, I wrote it down tonight. I said, oh, I need one of those vacuum seals.
You know
So
what?
I was
Those
taking
vacuum
notes.
sealers are so nice. They
I
really
need
are.
one. I
And
need
if you've got
one.
your little garden, your little herb garden growing, and you got all these things, there's no point
I
in wasting them.
know.
And you can
I
even
know.
dry them too, Penny. You could put them in paper bags and let them dry, and then crumble them up and put them in a jar.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that sage. So that sage is good. But your garden looked real good. I like that. It looked real nice. It like came up real nice. So that's your garden for this year, right?
That's my little herb garden for this year, and I got a few
It looks
things in the
good.
ground that's coming up. If I can keep the rabbits out of them, they started coming back.
Oh, you got the rabbits. Okay, yeah. Around here we got the deers. And
Oh,
yeah, we got the deers, but they be in the back of the yard. And I don't do no garden. My brother them, they do it over there to their land and stuff. But I said if we did, I was telling my husband, you're gonna have to put up an electric fence because the deers, they could get happy.
well, we don't have deer anymore. We had deer when we first moved into this neighborhood, but we don't have deer anymore. But I got Peter Rabbit. At least I had Peter Rabbit and the whole
Peter
family
Rabbit.
in our backyard.
Oh, yeah. And they love fresh, the rabbits love fresh vegetables. Oh, they love it.
Mhm.
Oh, yes. Look, Miss Darlene and Miss Darcy said thank you. She said great information on tonight. Miss Marlene said thanks, lady, and we thank y'all so much, and we truly appreciate it. Oh, Miss Miss Marlene says she got squirrels and the chipmunks.
We have no squirrels, but we do have a few chippies.
Chippy. Well, I guess I say they got to eat too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we thank y'all so much, guys. And
Yeah.
remember, I won't be here on the 5th Sunday and the first Sunday. I got to take that break so I can regroup myself and get all my information together, get my church stuff together. So that give me those two. I need those two. I need it, y'all. I really do. I'm gonna be real. I need those Sundays to reset myself so I can stay on schedule. So I
Mm.
thank y'all so understanding. And once again, thank you, Miss Denise. God bless you. I love you. Thank you, ladies.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate
Don't forget to
everyone.
change the thumbnail.
Ma'am. Oh
Don't
yeah,
forget
I
to change
am. I'm gonna change it. I'm
it.
gonna
Right.
make sure. I'm gonna see if I got a picture. But stay on, and I'm gonna ask
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, stay on. Don't hang up. So y'all, we gonna leave tonight. So y'all have a blessed week. Know that God love you and continue to strive to get those views on YouTube. God bless y'all. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.